outlined the tragedy that went on that flight.
Kelly Arena, thank you for joining me tonight. Wolf?
World Trade Center and the Pentagon, quote, acts of war, and officials now say the White House itself was an intended target. Let's go live to CNN senior White House correspondent John King. So obviously at the White House. John, tell us what we know about that.
Well, Wolf, to put this new information in context, let's think back to yesterday morning when the first pictures were being shown of those planes hitting the World Trade Center. We saw an evacuation here at the White House. CNN is also told now by sources that Vice President Dick Cheney, National Security Advisor Condoleezza Rice, other top White House officials were ushered out of their offices to a command and control bunker, a fortified command and control bunker deep beneath the White House grounds here. Why? Administration officials now saying that that plane that came across the Potomac River caused so much damage across the river at the Pentagon. Its initial target, we are now told, might not have been the Pentagon.
We have real incredible information that the airplane that landed at the Pentagon was originally intended to hit the White House.
Can you tell us about the nature of that evidence?
No, of course I cannot. Any questions relating to how we have obtained any of this information, sources and methods, I will of course not answer.
Why it changed course, why it went to the Pentagon and not the White House?
We really do not know the answer to that.
Administration officials also saying not just the White House, but in their view, they also believe that Air Force One, the president's jet, was a target for the terrorists. That, they say, the reason the president did not fly directly back to Washington from Sarasota, Florida. You will remember he stopped first at a military installation in Louisiana, then a military installation in Nebraska. Only then did the president return to Washington with an extraordinary fighter escort visible to those flying aboard Air Force One. The administration saying it believed Air Force One was a target as well. Some sources even saying they believe that plane that crashed outside of Pittsburgh was planning to turn south and bank its way toward Washington and, if possible, emphasis on if possible, collide with Air Force One as the president was returning to Washington. Wolf?
John, pretty amazing.